What's up, you guys? Why is USDD different from Terra Luna and the explosion, vaporization that took place? Why won't it happen to USDD? And what's good about it? Why does it benefit Tron, TRX, Bittorrent, and anybody else that holds USDD? So I'll get into that in a minute. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, I appreciate you. If you're new, hit the bell, hit the like button, subscribe. You'll help other people with a chance at a Chromebook, which is a mini laptop. If we can hit 100 likes on this video, I will give it away on this video. All you need to do is subscribe, like. If you're already subscribed, that's fine. Like and comment. If you don't comment, you're invisible. I won't know to be able to choose you because you are invisible if you do not comment. So kindly do those things if you'd like to participate. So your questions about USDD answered, and this was released actually by Tron DAO today on Medium, as I always share my sources, and we'll take a peek here and see what they have to say. How to understand USDD's stability. USDD's core mission is to provide the blockchain world with a decentralized cryptocurrency of stable value. What is decentralization? So, USDT and USDC, the largest stablecoins at present, are strictly pegged one-to-one to the US dollar reserves of the centralized platforms Tether and Center. Their use and stability are thus subject to the credibility and control of centralized organizations. By the way, this is a very well written article. I don't usually read the articles in advance. I do everything off the cuff. Sometimes I skim the articles. I read maybe halfway through it so far, and it's very, very good. A lot of people like to complain, but they don't like to really truly put the effort in to understand why things are a certain way. And I implore you, I'm not implying that you are this way, but if some of you are, stick to the entirety of this whole video. It's a great article. It will make you feel better, and it will give you an understanding of why USDD is different, why it's important, and why you should care, even if you just shouldn't hold any, because it does help the ecosystem of Tron, TRX, and BitTorrent, BTT, and thus helps you and me as well. So, Tether and Center, their use and price stability are thus subject to the credibility and control of centralized organizations. For example, whether the organization has sufficient US dollar reserves and who provides credible real-time attestations. Further, centralized organizations are allowed to freeze the assets in a designed wallet through smart contracts, and users have to pass rigorous KYC verification before they can redeem stablecoins for dollars. USDC and USDT are by nature centralized stablecoins under strict supervision by the relevant US regulatory authority. USDD is minted by the whitelisted institutions of Tron, TRX, DAO, Reserve, TDR through Burning TRX. Its value is backed by the overall collateralization of highly liquid crypto assets under the TDR, including BTC, USDT, and USDC and TRX. So, excuse me, the circulation and use of USDD are free from the intervention of any centralized parties. Similar to BTC and ETH, USDD grants its hodlers full ownership, meaning that no organization or individual has access to freeze the user's USDD. That's very important, you guys. What do we mean by stable value? So, Tether and Center, which are centralized, are obliged to exchange USDT and USDC for US dollars at a one-to-one ratio upon users' requests. So, the price of one USDT or USDC should theoretically be pegged to $1. When the issuer's ability to meet such an obligation is challenged by the market, the stablecoin is very likely to lose its $1 peg, right? And there's been a lot of challenging of the market lately. USDD, given its decentralized nature, is not bound by the duty of redemption in real US dollars, as is the case with centralized stablecoin issuers, and its price stability is maintained through a series of monetary policies that are adopted by the TDR based on market conditions. So the price of USDD is not strictly pegged to the US dollar, but floats up and down around it. An analogy is the linked exchange rate system, and this is kind of like what I was saying some videos ago, and I've repeated often. Stablecoins, the name will probably change, and they won't be about being pegged exactly to the dollar one to one, but close to all of the time. Is where you can expect the value to sit. It'll be a new age of stablecoin that will be called something else, and it will retain the value very, very well so that people are not nervous. So, exchange rate LER is established to maintain the Hong Kong dollars linked to the US dollar at the rate of HK, meaning Hong Kong. It's right here, 7.8 to 1 US dollar. In cases where the exchange rate fluctuates with a band of HK, and here it is again, 775, 785, convertibility undertakings of the Hong Kong Monetary Authority will not be triggered. So, in the same vein, USDD is not considered depegged to the US dollar when its price swings modestly below or above $1, and therefore the TDR does not need to implement a monetary policy intervention to repeg it. The TDR considers it acceptable when the price of USDD fluctuates within a 3% range up or down under extremely volatile market conditions. For example, since 2015, there have been 15 days when the single day fluctuation of BTC price overshot 15% on average on 2 days per of the year. So, however, suppose USDD records a significant an unreasonable movement in its price. The TDR will strive to keep its value by taking concrete monetary policy interventions as it has been doing in the past couple of weeks. The TDR adopts a linked exchange rate system for USDD which allows its price to move up and down within a reasonable range instead of having to be strictly pegged one to one to the US dollar. It's more user friendly. The systems are able to provide better control and better equilibrium under these circumstances. Those are my words, not the articles. Who are suitable hodlers of USDD? So, users who wish to completely control their stablecoin without any institution or individual being able to freeze their wallet funds, just like holding BTC and ETH in their personal crypto wallets. Users who wish to have their token value remain stable and free from fluctuations as violent as BTC and ETH may experience are also suitable for hodling holding USDD. So why has USDD fluctuated significantly in the recent past? So the market has mistakenly equated the relations between TRX and USDD to that between Luna and UST. Luna and UST used an arbitrage system to maintain UST's peg. Luna and UST are pegged to a dollar by an arbitrage system. I may make a part 2 video, by the way, if I see it fit, but you can read this whole article at Medium yourself if you just were to search it. So Luna and UST are pegged to $1 by an arbitrage system of burning and minting. UST peg does not rely on the existence of any reserves to support the peg. I think I'll stop the reading here. Basically, in short, things do not remain as they are now, and you should not judge them that way as the industry evolves. See you on the next one.